What is up, everyone? Ace is here, and I'm back with another roster predictions for this week's to be update on Friday. So let's just jump right into it. The first player on my list is Goldschmidt. I put him in last week. I still feel like he deserves an upgrade. He's in the NL MVP race right now. He's doing really well. 312 average, 20 home runs, and 67 RBIs, and within 1,005 OPS, which is it's really good. I need to check his on-base percentage, but honestly, he's doing really well right now, and he's deserving of an upgrade. His on-base percentage is .428, which is pretty good, and he does have a good amount of stolen bags. So for a first baseman, so honestly, Goldschmidt, I can see him getting a plus one, +2, increased his power versus righties and lefties, and maybe a small upgrade to his contact versus righties. Because honestly, Goldschmidt's he is doing really well this year, really deserving. And while we're on first baseman, this one I feel like 100% deserves an upgrade. Joey Votto. Votto is having a really good season too, and the reason that I think Votto is gonna get, oh my god, I can't even speak. The reason I think Joey Votto will get upgraded is because you see he has 26 home runs, so up the power. But another thing, he's more walks than strikeouts. Yeah, he has more walks than strikeouts, yet his vision is 60. Make that 75 or something. Jesus, this guy has 26 home runs, and he walks more than he strikes out. That's really good. That's almost unheard of. So honestly, Votto really deserves an upgrade, and he can bat against both sides. So his stats versus lefties are good. Maybe up his power versus lefties by 2 or something. Make it 70. Up his vision though. His vision at least 70. He deserves it. He walks more than he strikes out, and he's kind of like a power hitter in a way, but he does still hit for average. And he does have a good average, 315, 68 RBIs, high OPS, 1,058. It's like Goldschmidt, and let me check his on-base percentage. .427, it's a little bit, that's one worse than Goldschmidt, but that's still deserving of a +2 or a +1. Increase his vision. That needs to go up 100%. So, yeah. Votto, good card out investing. Another one from last week's roster predictions. I still think he's going to go gold. DJ LeMahieu, what can you say? When he got downgraded, he was batting, I think, around 240. And now he's batting 307, 4 home runs, 41 RBIs. That's good for a second baseman that usually bats second, I believe. And if anything, I see them upping his contact versus righties and his power versus righties a little bit. And I feel like that will give him the gold that he deserves. Yeah, he has just regained himself as a player because he was really struggling in the beginning of the season, and now he's doing really well, and I feel like he is gold worthy. So I see the +2, if not this week, next week for sure. So while we're talking about players that had a bad first half, does he play right field? Yeah, he does. Andrew McCutchen, 100% going gold. He was named Player of the Month, yet he doesn't have a Player of the Month card in this game. That is absolutely fucking stupid, SDS. You're giving people like David Hernandez Player of the Month cards and not the actual Player of the Month? Honestly, it makes no sense, but whatever. When McCutchen got downgraded, he was batting like 220, I think. If not 220, like 240 or something. Right now, he's batting 294, was named Player of the Month, was batting over 400 this month, if I'm correct. I think so. And honestly, he's been... McCutchen has been shocking people. He looked like he was gonna drop as one of the elite players in the game, and now he's just regained himself. He has 17 home runs and 50 RBIs, which is really up than the beginning of the season that he had. So I see McCutchen getting gold, +2, maybe even +3 if they're that generous. Up the power and contact versus righties. He gets that average higher. Up his contact versus lefties. He deserves it. He deserves to be back in that gold category. And yeah, I see that there's no way that SDS does not make him gold. Another person that I think deserves gold, Ender NCRK. I had him on my last list a couple of weeks ago. I still feel like he's going to get upgraded. He has 7 home runs this season, batting .302 with 36 RBIs, and he has 7 home runs. May seem like nothing, but he's already passed his home run record in a season, which was 6 back in 2015. So up that power to like a 40, 45 against righties, and up the contact versus both sides. He has a high average, .302. That's really good, and he's known as an elite fielder, which he is. So keep the fielding the same, and if they do upgrade the contact and the power, that is at least going to give him a +1, maybe a +2. He's well deserving of a gold. Not a bad card to invest in. Goes for relatively cheap, and I feel like he will get upgraded. So that is another one. Let me check my list. Alright. Kind of blowing through this list pretty quickly. Let's go on to the Indians. You've probably heard this guy's name a lot. If I can find him. Jose Ramirez. Let's be real. If he keeps on doing what he's doing, he is going to go diamond 100%. He is batting .332, 17 home runs, and 48 RBIs. And he's a switch hitter. And the thing is, he bats over 300 versus both sides. So up the contact versus lefties, up the power to at least 60. 60 against righties, maybe 55 versus lefties. Because he's 17 home runs, and he's not even known for his power. He's more known for his contact and ability to get on base. So I feel like if they do up his contact versus lefties and against righties, maybe like +2, and his power, I can see him getting a +2, maybe even a +3. He is deserving, and I am not joking. He is deserving. Another player that I think is going to go gold is Elvis Andrus. People are already investing in him. He was one of the final vote candidates. He's batting .311 home runs, 50 RBIs. Come on, that is gold worthy. Up the contact, up the power, and power maybe not, but up the contact versus righties and against lefties, and you will see a gold card this week. I'm not like 99% sure that he's gonna go gold, so he's not the best card to invest in. You can make like a decent buy order for him though. Don't buy him here though. He's going for way too much there. I think I have a couple of him. Oh no, I only have one of him. But yeah, he's not a bad card to invest in. And now on to some downgrades, just for the time being. The Tigers, first player, Ian Kinsler. He is an 89 overall, and he is struggling this season. He is actually struggling. Let me pull up his stats, but he's an 89 overall. He's batting .240, 9 home runs, 23 RBIs. That is pretty much unacceptable for an 89 overall card that either bats like second, I think, maybe even fifth or something. But yeah, Ian Kinsler is not deserving of an 89 overall. I see him going down -3, -2, as the Inside Edge says. You need to remove his contact versus lefties and against righties, and maybe the power. He has 9 home runs, but still, he is having a down year. Decrease the contact, decrease the vision, and all that. I see him getting bumped down to -3 to like an 86. Next Tigers player that I think is going to get downgraded, Justin Verlander. He is struggling off of a great season last year. He has an over. Let me check his stats. Justin Verlander has a 4.73 ERA. That is not the Justin Verlander we know. He is deserving of a downgrade. I hate it because Verlander is a great player, but he is not doing well. He has a 1.52 whip, which is pretty bad. Only 98 strikeouts in 104 innings pitched, so the strikeouts are okay, but the ERA is bad, the whip is bad. I see him getting -2, maybe -3. He's not deserving of an 88, in my opinion. He's just struggling a little bit. If he can pick himself up, that would be nice. He got robbed of the Cy Young last year, just pointing that out. So that's all for the Tigers players. Oh yeah. Another pitcher that I think is going to get downgraded, Johnny Cueto. He's also struggling like Justin Verlander. He had a good season last year, but now he is really struggling. He has a 4.51 ERA. His last start was bad. He gave up like 4 earned runs. I forgot how many hits, probably like 7 plus because he was playing against the Marlins. 111 innings pitched, 98 strikeouts, not bad. 1.37 whip. It's okay, but that's not diamond worthy. He's having a down year. I see him getting downgraded to an 88, kind of like Jake Arrieta did. He's just not diamond status anymore. If he can pick himself up, though, he'll go back up within a month or two, but right now he's just struggling really badly. He deserves a downgrade, and I guess Crawford also deserves a downgrade. He's also been struggling too. I didn't really put him on my list, but now just looking at him, as a Giants fan, he is having a very bad season. Only batting 225, 8 home runs, 48 RBIs. That's not gold worthy. I see him getting -2, -3 to his hitting stats. He's not showing it. He is not showing it. The Marlins, this is someone who I think is going to go diamond, if not this week, next week. Marcell Ozuna, he is a shocker to some people, but I feel like he is deserving of it. Right now, he's probably arguably the best player on the Marlins, along with Stanton right now. Right now, he's batting .316, 23 home runs, 70 RBIs. Come on. That is diamond-worthy. And he's just having a really good season offensively and defensively. He is 100% going diamond. If not this week, next week. Increase the power, since he does have 23 home runs, and we're like halfway through the season. So he'll probably get at least 40 by the end. Up his contact versus righties, and he'll probably go diamond if that does happen. So the last player of this list, sorry it's a bit long and it's unedited, but Alex Wood. Alex Wood is just, he is killing it. He is insane. He's 10-0, 10 wins, 0 losses. It doesn't really matter, but he is a 1.67 ERA. That is good. He's only pitched 15 games, which is not as much compared to other players, but still, 80 innings pitched, 97 strikeouts, 0.89 whip. He deserves to get at least a +2 or a +1. Up his Ks per 9 a bit, and maybe up his hits per 9. I'm not sure, but if they do up his Ks per 9 and his hits per 9 a little bit, I can see him getting upgraded to an 88 or an 87. So yeah, that's going to conclude it for this list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry it's a bit long, but yeah, these are my predictions. Half of them probably won't come true, even though they should. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up. Follow me on Twitter, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all